And he said, no, I can't. And he got so frustrated and mad, and I don't understand. Can he keep it, or does he have to give it back? And he says, well, it's no brainer. It's not his. He needs to give it back. Huh? She said, Jazakallah khair. You helped me. It was puzzling me. And she says, Allah gave you your son and he took it back. He did not know that he walked in he gave his own fatwa. He gave the fatwa to himself. Indirectly, she got him to give his own. And then he was just cornered. He could not say anything. He was very frustrated and angry. At Fajr, he goes to the masjid to complain to the Prophet ﷺ about her. You know, she should have told me, and when I came and asked her, has the baby, she said, he's not complaining. Of course he's not complaining. Not to her anyway. And after, then she told me that he is, after I ate and enjoyed myself and everything, that's when she told me that my son passed already. He says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, to Abu Talha al-Ansari, بارك الله لكما في غابر ليلتكما. May Allah bless you with what you consume, meaning with the intimacy that they have. May Allah bless you with an offspring that will be blessed. This is dua of the Prophet ﷺ. Rawi al-Hadith said that Allah blessed Abu Talha al-Ansari with a boy, and that boy grew up to have 10 kids. كلهم يحفظ كتاب الله. Each and every one of them had the Quran memorized. Each one, dua, دعوة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. بارك الله لكما في غابر ليلتكما. Dua. The patience of Sulaym. Now, and I close this with a nice, beautiful note. And that is, whatever we learn and we try to implement, don't think that we are doing it just for our own sake. See, our kids, they have eyes and ears. And they learn, as we said, more from our examples than it is from our directions. Verbal directions, do, don't, do, don't. It gets old. But example is far more effective. They have eyes and ears, and they understand. Don't think, oh, it's a kid. They do understand. Example is the best way to go to teach. And teaching the kids at early age is the foundation they need to have. Don't wait until they're the one who figuring things out to themselves, and then you want to feed them, feed them. It's too late. One of the things that were patterns in the early days is that they used to have teachers that are specifically hired to do what? To teach al-akhlaq, manners. Say the memorization of Quran, but there's specific teachers that will teach people just manners. See, Catalans, if you want to learn how to eat and dress, and they have schools like that. Finishing school. That's what something similar to that. During the time of Al-Ma'mun, he used to have, of course, his gatherings. And one time, one of the members of his gathering brought along with him his son, a little kid. راوي الحديث يقول كان لا يتجاوز الخمس سنين. Barely 5 years old. So of course, Al-Ma'mun took interest in a kid in the gathering, so he started playing and joking and talking to him. What's your name? My name. And start talking. And then Al-Ma'mun is kind of leaning on his chair. And he showed the kid his ring. This is the king. He says, have you ever seen a ring more beautiful than this? This is a king addressing. Imagine for adults. And the king is talking to you and asking you, have you ever seen something more beautiful than my Mercedes? Or what do you say? Yes, I have. We try to be politically correct, and we don't want to offend. But the kids are just, we say, why they're just kids. Why? Because they call it as it is. They don't sugarcoat anything. They don't know anything called politically correct. So he says, have you ever seen something more beautiful than this ring? He says, yes. His father was, this is the king. You didn't tell anybody that, yeah, I have seen something. And he says, and وَكَانَ مُتَّكِئًا فَجَلَسَ. Wow, this is big. And he was leaning, and then how he sat, and he says, where? And he says, الطفل قال الأصبع الذي فيه. He says that finger wearing it is more beautiful than the actual ring. فخرج الطفل من مجلس المأمون ب100 ألف. He walked out with the scholarship paid in full from the gathering. Why? Quick answer, but to the point and beautifully said. How would he ever get to be that accurate and that good if it's not because of the discipline and the upbringing? No? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the patience and the dedication to teach our kids to where they will make us proud before Allah and before His Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم صلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.